Hello everyone, I Kuldeep Sharma welcome you all to today's session on 20 GK question, which have been specifically curated from the Hindu newspaper as well as Indian Express. So let's look at the questions. So the first question is, in which year was the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, also known as UNFCCC, was established? So we know this that it was established in the year 1992 by the Rio Earth Summit. So the correct answer for first is going to be B. Second, where was the first conference of the parties held? So I'm basically asking you COP1 to UNFCC took place at which particular place? So COP1 was hosted by Germany in the city of Berlin. So the correct answer 2 is going to be C. Third question, in which year did the COP not take place, breaking the annual pattern since the start of the meetings? So in the history of COPs, only once it has happened that COP did not took place in that particular, and that year was 2020, which was because of COVID-19. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है which of the following is a key feature of the Kyoto Protocol? Kyoto Protocol का key feature क्या था? So we know this that the main feature of the Kyoto Protocol was it was a binding commitment for developed countries to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. So the correct answer of fourth is going to be A. Next question is which year did the Kyoto Protocol enter into force? So Kyoto Protocol, which was signed in the year 1997, actually came into force in the year 2005 only. So the correct answer fifth is going to be B. Next question is the Glasgow Climate Pact established during COP26 called for the reduction of which energy source for the first time in a COP agreement. So there was a particular pact known as Glasgow Pact, which actually asked for phase down of use of coal in the industrial sector, and this was the first time that any such agreement was signed for reduction of coal usage in the industry. So the correct answer for 6 is going to be A. Next question is which of the following countries did not agree to the global methane pledge during COP26? So this particular global methane pledge many a times skip our attention, which is basically with regard to reduction of methane production. But it was India which did not agree to this global methane pledge because India is an agriculture dominant society or a country, and many of the people depend on agriculture for their day-to-day activities for their day-to-day activities, and one of the major source of methane production is your agriculture sector only, both your agriculture both and also your dairy and poultry also. So the correct answer for 7 is going to be B. Moving on to the next question. Next is COP30 scheduled for 2025 will take place in which city? So Conference of Party 30 is going to take place is going to be hosted by the city of by the country of Brazil, and it's going to take place in a new city which is known as Belém. Okay, so the correct answer for 8 is going to be C. Next question, the concept of the carbon market allows country to trade which type of asset? So carbon market would allow countries to trade in carbon credits or emission allowance. So the correct answer for ninth is going to be A. Next question, as of recent data, which country is responsible for the highest share of global CO2 emissions? So we studied all of these questions. We have studied this question also in today's daily news analysis. So the country which tops the global CO2 emission is China first, US is second, and third is your India. So the correct answer for 10 is going to be C. Next question, approximately what percentage of global CO2 emission is contributed by India? So India is third at the rankings, but it contributes 8% of the world's global CO2 emissions. So correct answer for 11th is going to be A. Next question, what is the main difference between headline inflation and core inflation? So the basic difference has been asked between headline inflation and core inflation, and the basic difference is that core inflation excludes your food and energy prices, and your headline inflation measures your total inflation, which also includes your food and energy prices. So the correct answer for 12th is going to be A. Next question is which index is primarily used to measure retail inflation in India? So we have different indices to measure different kind of inflation, and to measure retail inflation or headline inflation, we use this consumer price index. So the correct answer for 13th is going to be D. Next question is which of the following inflation metrics is known to capture price changes at the wholesale level in India? So like I told you, for retail inflation we use consumer price index, and for the wholesale level we have the wholesale price index only. So the correct answer for 14 is going to be B. Next question is, as per recent measures, which type of inflation would most likely indicate the impact of a sudden increase in oil prices? So you should know this that it is a headline inflation which incorporates your food and fuel prices, which includes your sectors which are volatile in nature, and that is measured by the headline inflation. So the correct answer 15th is going to be A. Next question is, what is the name of India's first indigenous cruise missile? So we discussed this also because Nirbhay LR LACM was tested recently, which has a range of 1,000 kilometers, and it is India's first indigenous such cruise missile. So the correct answer for 16th is going to be C. Which of the following region does IMEC aim to connect? As the name suggests, it stands for India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor. So the regions which are going to be connected by this IMEC are actually Asia, Middle East, and Europe. So correct answer for 17 is going to be C. Next question. IMEC is seen as a strategic alternative to which major global initiative? So IMEC, which is one of the initiative launched by India and it's also supported by US and other Western countries, is considered many a times as an alternative to the Belt and Road Initiative of China. So the correct answer for 18 is going to be A. Next question, which sector received the highest FDI inflow in India according to recent data? So in the recent times, it is the service sector which has received the highest foreign direct investment inflow in India. And so the correct answer for 19 is going to be C only. Finally, the last question for today, which document or which law primarily governs FDI policies in India? So we know this, that it is your Foreign Exchange Management Act of 99, which is the main law which governs FDI policies in India. Okay, so student, these were the 20 GK questions from November 13th from today's newspaper. I hope this initiative is useful for you. If you have any doubts, any feedback, you can mention in the comment box. We read all your comments and we try to incorporate them also. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you and have a very nice day.